The last angle that we need to cover with this handle is for we prefer, and that would be preferimos. So we're encountering that classic mos sound at the end. And this is longer to pronounce because we have 4 syllables. So we have preferimos. With these longer words, what you'll find is that the more you use them, the more you're likely to be able to use them without difficulty. It's just a basic question of repetition. So the more you use preferimos, the more you'll find it easy to remember. But at the beginning, you might find that it's a little tough to recall this one. Preferimos is we prefer. How would you say we prefer it? Lo preferimos. Once again, we're not using it as a handle here because we have no full verb coming at this point. So we're simply saying we prefer it. Lo preferimos, which is it we prefer. What about we prefer it this way? Lo preferimos así. So así is standing for this way, that way, like this, like that. It's a very useful little word. Lo preferimos así. We prefer to buy it. Now we are using it as a handle. How would you say that? Preferimos comprarlo. We prefer to finish it tomorrow. Preferimos terminarlo mañana. Hopefully you remember the verb to finish, like to terminate. Terminar is to finish. To finish it, terminarlo. So we prefer to finish it tomorrow. Preferimos terminarlo mañana. Here's a longer one for you to try. How would you say, if he's not going to be there tomorrow, we prefer to tell him today about the house. Si no va a estar allí mañana, preferimos decirle sobre la casa hoy. Breaking it down, we have if he's not going to be, si no va a estar. So if is si. He's not going to is no va, to be estar. So if he's not going to be there, si no va a estar allí tomorrow, mañana, we prefer to tell him, preferimos decirle about the house sobre la casa hoy. Whenever you get long sentences like this, it's important not to panic. Simply, or to try and evaluate how you would say the entire phrase in one go. Simply start and go step by step. So we have, starting with if for si. So si, he's not going, no va. To be is estar. And there is allí, tomorrow, mañana. So step by step. Si no va estar allí mañana. We preferimos, to tell him, decirle hoy, about the house, sobre la casa. This is how you do these long phrases. Just slow down and take it step by step. To say the word until is very useful in Spanish, and it's easy. It's simply hasta. So we have a H, but it's silent. The pronunciation starts from here. Hasta means until. Try to say, they have to go out now, so we prefer to wait until tomorrow. Tienen que salir ahora. Así que preferimos esperar hasta mañana. So we're combining handles here. First of all, we have they have to go out now. Tienen que salir ahora. Then we have our superglue, así que. So we prefer to wait. Preferimos esperar until tomorrow, hasta mañana. What about she wouldn't like to see him, so we prefer to do it now. no le gustaría verlo, así que preferimos hacerlo ahora. So we have she wouldn't like, no le gustaría. To see him is verlo, no le gustaría verlo. So, así que, we prefer to do it now. Preferimos hacerlo ahora. What about, we prefer to call them, but if you don't want to do it, it's all right. Preferimos llamarles, pero si no quieres hacerlo, está bien. We prefer to call them. Preferimos llamarles. Llamarles, so we have llamar, to call. And then to call them, it's like implying to call to them. Llamarles, les is to them. But if you don't want to, pero si no quieres do it, hacerlo, it's fine. Está bien. It's okay. Do you remember the verb to confirm? Confirmar. So we have confirm here, right? And they just add AR to make it into a Spanish verb. Confirmar is to confirm. Finally, try to say with this verb now, we prefer to confirm it with them. Preferimos confirmarlo con ellos. Let's go over all this information now just in a couple of slides to recap. So first of all, we're starting with the verb preferir, which is the full verb to prefer. Preferir, and it's an IR verb ending in IR. Then from that we extract the handles. So we have prefiero for I prefer. And you can see that I is ending in the O. Prefiero, I prefer. For you prefer is prefieres. But that's coming from this foundation here as always. He, she, and it is prefiere. And we add the S for you prefer, prefieres. Or the N for they prefer, prefieren. And then we have our mos sound for we, preferimos. So this handle is a little bit trickier than the others because it has more variation. So be careful with this one. So we have preferir, the full verb, to prefer. And then we break it down, we extract handles from that. Prefiero, prefieres, prefiere. Now it changes here, preferimos, for we prefer. And then prefieren, for they prefer. It's a very useful handle to be able to say what you prefer or to express all the different angles for your preferences. But it does require a little bit more work with this handle to make sure that you get it right because there's more variation in it than the others.